Elite Facts presents
8 disgusting items that were found in common food items. 8. Condom in Big Mac. It's customary for restaurants to provide their customers with condiments for their meals. That's condiments, not condoms. Well, believe it or not, there was one McDonald's in Easton, Pennsylvania that got those two words mixed up. Back in 1999, customer William Smith discovered a condom between the buns of what probably used to be his favorite fast food item. Now, not only is this totally unsanitary, we hope to God it wasn't used, but this is also a potential choking hazard. Not to worry though, the manager on duty took care of the situation. Now, what did he do that could possibly make up for the stomach-turning discovery of a condom in a Big Mac? Refund him his money? Settle the incident out of court with an undisclosed monetary amount? Nope, he gave him 2 coupons. Obviously, that didn't stop the customer from filing a lawsuit in which he claimed to have suffered physical and emotional illness. A former Easton resident noted that a condom shop was in the same mini-mall as McDonald's. So, I don't know, cross-contamination? Anyway, the Morning Call newspaper later reported that his lawsuit was dismissed. Some people think McDonald's burgers taste like rubber. Well, maybe they're right.
7.
Chicken head in a box of wings. Hey kids, do you like chickens? They're adorable, aren't they? How about chicken nuggets? Delicious, right? Well, this story is pretty disturbing, so you might want to skip the Chicken McNugget Happy Meal the next time you pass through Virginia. According to ABC News, a woman in Virginia sued McDonald's for $100,000 after she found a chicken head in a box of wings in 2008. She wasn't paying attention and was just about to put the chicken head in her mouth when her 8-year-old son screamed at her not to eat it. The manager offered her 2 weeks of free meals, but understandably, she decided to hold out for a bigger settlement. That's just foul.
6.
Frog in a Pepsi Can. Okay, so this one just might be the sickest of the sick. Then again, considering some of the other things on this list, it's kind of up for debate, so we'll let you decide. But this one definitely has us feeling a bit wheezy. Fred DeNegri was ready to enjoy a nice, refreshing Pepsi, but when he took a swig, he found it to be rancid tasting, and the texture was slimy and thick. So, the Ormond Beach, Florida resident said he shook out the contents and something resembling, quote, pink linguine slid out, followed by, quote, dark stuff. Now, this is where things get truly disgusting, so if you have a weak stomach, we advise you to skip to the next entry on this list. Alright, ready? This dark stuff was not too dissimilar from the jelly-like substance that Pepsi said would result from carry-on marinating in their drinks. Poison Control and the FDA were contacted, and the can's contents were analyzed. The Food and Drug Administration Office of Regulatory Affairs concluded that the foreign matter appeared to be a frog or a toad. Yeah, next time you drink a Pepsi, you may just end up with a frog in your throat.
5.
Finger in custard. Okay, time to dial it back a little bit. Just kidding, it's gonna get worse. Back in 2005, North Carolina resident Clarence Stowers was digging into a container of Cole's frozen custard when he found a severed finger. After making this horrific discovery, Clarence informed the authorities, and officials said the digit had recently been attached to a worker who was injured in a food processing machine accident. Oh, and if you thought that was bad, it gets far, far worse, as it was reported that Stowers actually put the finger in his mouth, thinking it was a piece of candy. Yikes, gives the term finger foods a whole new meaning.
4.
Not chocolate ice cream. Okay, if you haven't paused this video to throw up yet, we're pretty sure this one might do it. In 2008, Australian Government Food Minister Ian MacDonald confirmed that frozen fecal matter had been found in chocolate gelato offered to the patrons of a Sydney pub. You heard that right, frozen fecal matter. The strange thing about this investigation is that it was only looked into after the authorities received complaints about the noise level. Yeah, not because the food literally tasted like crap, but because of the noise level. We're having a hard time wrapping our heads around that one. Maybe all the puking was the noise? Is the food in Australia that bad that the taste of frozen fecal matter doesn't faze anyone? Well, turns out that customers Steve and Jessica White claim that they did become violently ill after eating it. So the gelato came from one bowl, was served in another bowl, and then ended up back in a different bowl. Ah, the circle of life.
3,
Tooth in a block of cheese. Anyone who is self-conscious about their dental hygiene might feel a bit sick after hearing this story. Back in 2014, a British woman bit off more than she could chew when she found a human tooth in a block of cheese she'd bought from Sainsbury's, a large UK grocery chain. She told a local newspaper, quote, "This was extremely disturbing, and even more so as I had just been to the dentist myself the day before." The chain promised to investigate, and they've certainly got plenty of evidence to sink their teeth into.
2,
TGI Fridays snake. What? Snakes are filled with protein. Eat up! Now, usually when you go to an establishment like TGI Fridays, you expect to see 1,600-calorie burgers and a whole bunch of deep-fried chicken products for your eating pleasure. What you don't generally expect is to find a giant-ass snake that looks like it's straight out of the film Anaconda on your plate. But that's exactly what John Pendleton discovered in a side of broccoli at a Fridays location near Schenectady, New York in 2009. When Pendleton showed the server the partially decomposed reptile head, the waiter started to gag. No word on how this affected his tip.
1,
Tampon in steak. Okay, this one is messed up beyond belief. Like, seriously, this is incredibly disturbing. If you have a weak stomach, we definitely recommend you skip this one. Last chance. Okay, you've been warned. In 2009, German tourist Axel Sands Klaus ordered a $40 filet mignon at the Bull and Bear restaurant in New York's Waldorf Astoria Hotel. He claims that he took a bite of the meat and wound up with a tampon in his mouth. Sands Klaus rinsed his mouth out with brandy and headed to the nearest hospital, where a doctor confirmed that his discovery was indeed a used tampon and recommended that he be tested for blood-borne diseases. When he said he wanted his steak bloody, he did not expect this. Guess it was the wrong time of the month to order the steak. And that's our list. Did we leave any out that you know about? Let us know in the comments below, and please remember to subscribe and tap the bell button to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more elite facts.